we're going to create some collage and transfer portraits. And these will be relatively small scale. And you could see that at some point we're going to need a photograph that is printed out just as copy paper. And we want to make sure that it's got high contrast. We want the face or whatever it is you're doing kind of bleached out almost. So you could play with your contrast settings in your phone or in your applications to kind of get an image like that. And when we print, we need to realize that everything is going to be backwards when we print. And to transfer the image, we're actually going to be using some nail polish remover. So because this is small and our photographs are 8.5 by 11, that's what we're going to first start with, is just some background paper that's been cut to 8.5 by 11. So I found some painted paper that I did that with, and you can use construction paper, you can use newspaper, you can even use magazine images. Almost anything is going to be fine for this. So let's get our background paper set. So that's going to be this. Any color will sort of work. And then I need to figure out, well, what's my color for my face gonna be? Now, you could go with something close to your skin tone, or you can go with something completely different. That is fine. I'm gonna go with something that's got this pink and blue on it. So I've got my new printout. Now you can only use the printout once, so I've already used this. I can't use it again. So I've got a new one. And I need to use some carbon paper to transfer this. So we're not gonna transfer to the front because we're gonna see the lines, and if we transfer it to the front, nothing will kind of match up when we flip it over to print it. So I'm actually going to be working on the back. I'll lay down my carbon paper. And I don't want to get anything on my background paper, so I'll move that away. And I'm going to go ahead and put my face here. And I just peek underneath to make sure everything is sort of lining up, and it is. And I'm going to go ahead and draw to create an outline. And I'm going to focus on the face for this one. Go around. And I am pressing rather hard in order to make this transfer through. And I'm gonna go ahead and just worry about the skin. And I can fake down there. I don't see where it is, but that's fine. And here, so I've just got the face. I'm not worried about any kind of inside details because those will be printed for me. And you can see there's the image that I've got. And I go ahead and I take some scissors and I go ahead and cut that out. Now I'm going to be rushing for this video, so I'm not being as exact as maybe I would like to be, but that's going to be fine for our purposes here. So I'm cutting around the contours. And then this is now going to match up with my face because I can flip that over and that'll work. So I'm going to put that onto my background, and I'm just going to use some glue stick to do that. If you have spray glue, you could use that. Elmer's glue, anything's going to be fine. This is just quick and easy for my demo, and a little bit in the middle. And I go ahead and I put that down. And you want to press and make sure all those edges are down. The next thing I want to do is my shirt. So I'm going to take something different this time, maybe some newspaper. Okay. So again, I'm going to use my carbon paper. Put this down. Whoops, go this way. And again, I'm gonna have to press hard, and this time I'm gonna let it go off the edges. I'm gonna just kind of figure out where the edges of my shirt would go. And here, and again, I'm just gonna fake off those edges. And there we have my line. So I can take this and cut. side. And then I have my single layer. And that's going to fit like that. And it goes off the page, but that's going to be fine. So I'll go ahead and throw my glue on here. And I press this down. And then I can turn this over and just cut off the extra to even that up. Or I could use a paper cutter if I would like to. Okay. And if I have additional elements, if there's something in the background I wanted to have, then I have another layer and another layer and another layer. So as many as you would like to have. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my image and cut out the main part of it, because this is what's going to transfer. And whatever's white, there's nothing really to transfer. And I don't have to be exact about this one, because there's so much white in the background, I know it's going to be fairly clean. Okay, and then this is going to go on top of here, and I'm going to transfer the image. The way we transfer is we're going to use some of this nail polish remover. And you don't want to use a whole ton of it. You'll need some kind of cotton swab. Get that on there. And then I'm going to also use something to burnish the back of it. So I have like a tool for clay use, and I can just do a little bit at a time, and you can see some of the image kind of coming through. And then I burnish the back of it, making sure that the image doesn't move. And I'll do another part. Burnish the back of it. Do a little bit more. Again, burnish the back. Just kind of rubbing on it, making sure that the paper doesn't move. This stuff dries really quickly, so that's why I'm only doing a little bit at a time. And you can use a popsicle stick, you know, some kind of tool. A spoon will work. And I do the last little bit. And then this should transfer the image over. And then I can go back and play with paint pens, and we can put in some patterns like I did here. You can go back and add in details if you like. But when you look at like Andy Warhol's work, you'll see that some prints will come out very dark and muddy. Some prints will come out light. Some will have imperfections. And it's these imperfections that give it a sense of richness, which makes the work really interesting. So this isn't a finished product. I do need to go back and, you know, add some embellishments here, but it gives you the idea of how we're going to do this as a collage and then how we can transfer an image on top.